passing.
Contact third floor window. Looks unarmed.
Male or female?
Can't tell. Looks female. Maybe.
Yep.
We're gonna
Unarmed female, third floor.
We're compromised.
Raj, we're pushing hard to the second level of the target. Can I get bangs over the wall, please?
On you.
Pushing. Oh, no, wait. We're good, we're good. We're going explosive second level.
One in courtyard.
Work it.
Eagles working follow on, moving second floor.
This is talk.
On you first.
Raj, bypassing, going explosive on this door. Let's set charge on the other door, we're working both.
Charge set.
I have control. Breaching in 3, 2, 1.
Talk to entry team.
Ferris building 12 points, Spirit this time, pushing to you.
Understood. You have Eagle second floor, both doors.
Copy.
With you.
Eagles entering compound.
We got eyes on the third floor door. Only 2 though.
Friendly's
You
coming.
guys cleared first?
Negative.
Negative.
Roger. Pushing first
Go
floor.
downstairs now.
Eagles moving first floor. Casualty first floor.
Eagles entering first floor.
I have one casualty on the stairs, one enemy KI on the stairs.
Copy that, entry team. Proceed with mission.
Eagle.
Talk to element. Roger that. Continue with your mission.
2.
Officer down. Possibly.
Talk to high ground. Copy that, entry team. Notifying trailers.
One surrender left.
Alright, we should be clear and secure if you guys hit the follow on. Did you guys hit third floor yet?
Yep. Unarmed female.
Talk to element.
Third.
Roger, entry team. Notifying medical.
Second floor.
Talk to entry team.
Nice.
Trailers incoming.
Yeah, we took contact at the follow-on, so we had to
Copy
take
that,
it.
entry
That
team.
was dope. That was clean.
Notifying trailers.
Except for the casualty we took in the basement, but that was cinematic, so it's loud.
We'll take it.
We have a victim down.
Like it on your screen, you're like, fuck yeah. Yeah, that was
Talk to entry
fucking
team.
fast.
That was.
Ready or Not is dope. Modded Ready or Not is freaking phenomenal. This is a custom map. It's called Kabul. I'll link it down below. It's available off Nexus Mods. It's done extremely well. It actually replaces the hotel map in your game files. You can just remove the Kabul map whenever you're done, replace it with your original file, and you get that hotel map back. But it's really, really damn good. And we're actually running a couple other mods as well. There's a mod that allows us to have a larger lobby than usual, so we can have more of our buddies in the same game at the same time. We're also running a mod that replaces the 416 with the Mark 18, which was an obvious choice for me. And we're running a skin that replaces the SWAT uniforms with 75th Ranger Regiment uniforms. I want to play back this gameplay so we can talk through some of the tactical decisions and the little things that you might have missed in that first cinematic run. At this first sort of natural pause, we stop and hold security and essentially perform bounding overwatch towards the target compound. The target compound is the one with that big tower off to the 12 o'clock. There's another closed door here to the left. We're calling that one Building 12. You'll hear more about that here in just a second. All right, passing.
Contact third floor window. Looks unarmed.
Male or female?
Uh,
Notice that as soon as I hear G-Man call out and movement in that third floor window, I'm trying to characterize that threat. Is it something that's going to hurt me? Is it something that is less of a threat that's going to inform the way that I behave? He eventually tells me that it's a female. I confirmed that myself, and now I know that there's potentially a hostage in this structure, and that is going to require us to expedite our clearance, move a little bit more aggressively, try to get there and save her life.
We're gonna get soft compromise here. We're compromised.
Raj, we're pushing hard to the second level of the target. Grim is the team leader over at Building 12. He warns me that we're about to be soft compromised, then ends up having to fire, resulting in a hard compromise that triggers him to then move to and enter and clear Building 12. So now my forces split. One assault element at Building 12, the other one led by myself, now moving to Building 11. And because we're compromised and we just identified that hostage, it's informing my decision making. Now that we're compromised, I know I need to get to her quickly, or else she may pay the ultimate price for us not moving fast enough. Pushing. Oh no! We're good. We're good. We're going explosive second level.
One in courtyard.
Work it. As the lead man, my focus is laser-like on the breach. We're going to the second level. I want Simo explosive breaches on each of the doors. There is still a threat in the courtyard. I'm trusting my 2, 3, and 4 man to take care of it so I can maintain threat focus on the doors. That could have an enemy combatant emerge at any time. That's also the straightest path towards that hostage I know we have to get to quickly. I'm still getting those situation reports from Grim, who's now telling me that friendlies are working that follow-on structure, that Building 12 where the soft compromise occurred, and they are moving to the second level. So I understand where his frontline trace is. If I see any movement over there on the second level, I'm not going to shoot it because I know that's where they're at. Because we've been compromised, the risk to force is extremely high, especially during these entries. So we want to maximize violence of action. We do that by going simultaneous explosive breach on the second floor. We're presenting multiple dilemmas to the enemy. That is, we are clearing 2 spaces simultaneously, and we're leading with high explosive breaching charges so that we're rapidly gaining the initiative and hopefully giving us an edge on the way in through these thresholds, even though the enemy knows that we're on the way at this point.
Ow.
On entry, I am the number 1 man, and I face a pretty tough dilemma here. We've got the initiative, we've got violence of action, but I'm entering a hallway and I see an open threshold to my front, and that hallway going left and right. I have to choose to go one of those directions. I choose left because I think that open threshold is a greater threat than the unknown that might be to the right. That means number 2 man is going to go right, and I trust them to do that. Of course, as I come around the corner, I see the real threat is in the hallway itself. There's one armed individual. I end up engaging that person and driving towards them. That means that I have to leave my right flank open, so I'm trusting number 3 man to flow into that open threshold, or at least pan or pie it to protect my flank as I move past. Indeed, fortunately, all of that works out. You have Eagle second floor, both doors. Grim reports that Building 12 is clear and secure. He's moving to me. I give him the frontline trace of all of our friendly forces, so he knows where we're at, and there's no risk of fratricide whenever they enter the building. I hear the with you call from G-Man. That's my signal to begin moving. Now that we've been compromised, I'm going to pie off this corner-fed room to the greatest extent possible. Once I've pied as much as I possibly can from outside, I finally commit to that hard corner. And then you'll notice there's still dead space in the center of the room created by those barrels, but my teammate, the number 2 man, goes long, creates that L in the room, and indeed renders it clear once that happens.
We got eyes on the 3rd floor door. Only 2 though.
Friendly's
You
coming.
you guys cleared first?
Negative.
Negative.
Roger. Pushing first
I'm
floor.
downstairs now.
A ballistic breach gets us into the stairwell and takes us down to the 1st floor. This is where we made a mistake. We didn't prep the basement at all. We could have thrown bangs down there to try to give us an initiative. And we're also clearing from high to low, which is in some cases a benefit. But in our case, our legs are exposed before we can get weapons and barrels into the space beneath us. That results in 1 casualty in the stairwell, and then we end up making link up with Grimm's team as they enter through one of the lower level doors. You'll notice that we talk to one another as they enter, and we also use our white light to communicate, so where there's no risk of fratricide. And then once they call that friendlies have entered, I lower my weapon to ensure that I don't accidentally flag any of my buddies. Eagles moving 1st floor.
Roger.
And down.
Casualty 1st floor. Understood. Guys, that's the tactical breakdown for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. Again, the mods are all listed in the description down below. Ready or Not is absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite games of all time at this point. And I'm really enjoying the mods that are available that make it even more special. Big news, we just released the latest episode of the Controlled Pairs podcast. I talked with my buddy Taylor McCubbin. He's the founder and CEO of Chimera XR. Chimera XR uses the Quest 2 virtual reality system and develops software for it that allows them to train SWAT teams and soldiers to conduct close quarters battle. We had a great discussion. The link to that is down in the description below. And if you're a member, you can watch the video of our interview right now as a members only upload. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm Controlled Pairs. This is Ready or Not. I'll see you guys in the next one.